Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video will cover an interesting topic. Previously we talked about how to calculate with percentages, and in this topic about cleaning you can apply the previous concept of percentage calculation very well. So let's see. Normally you work for a company that offers cleaning for different kind of buildings. Then you receive some documents from the company that wants you to clean their building. Some framework data there will be available, like how long they want you to be in a contractual relationship, for example 2 years. They will send you a room book, hopefully, and you don't need to go on site and then record everything yourself. This is just an example. Here this data is dummy data. It's about 2 buildings of a company, headquarters and production. They have, each of them have 2 floors. They have different type of room types available. I will put some filter here. You can see it here. They have canteen, CCTV, changing room, goods receival, kitchen, lobby, shower, etc. They have different floor types. Floor types matter in a sense of cleaning performance, because if you have an office and a carpet, you will clean that with a different speed compared to a toilet with tiles. Or even if you have an office with tiles, which is unlikely, you would clean it with a different speed than with a carpet. For example, tiles normally you need to mop as well, but carpet you don't always use the wet surface handling. They also send some square meters data and the requirement how often each room should be cleaned. For example, 250 you can imagine is 5 times a week. You have 360 days in each week. You have in each year you have 52 weeks, and you have 52 times 5 working days, that is 260, but when you minus national holidays depending on the country, you will be roughly ending up about 250. So you can also create a explanation for yourself. Once a month, 12 times a year, 52 times is once a week. I'm not going to do it for all. I think it's very straightforward. 156 is 3 times a week, 104 is 2 times a week, 250 is 5 times a week, and 500 is 10 times a week, so twice a day. I clear the filter. Let's go to the calculation tab, which is the basic of our video. I have copied the content from the room book here, so you can see the building, the floor, the room type, the floor type, the square meters, and the number of cleaning days. Yet we need some other information as well that comes from us internally. For example, wage groups. I created a very simplified wage group sheet, which assumes our minimum wage for the cleaners is $10 for each wage group, which is increasing. For example, wage group 3 could do window cleaning, or wage group 5 would do tall building cleaning. Now we will go with the wage group 1. Each wage group has a 3% increase. So you remember from our previous video, 10 is 100%, $10, 3% increase will be a $0.3 increase in absolute value. Not a very high increase, but these are dummy data. Performance value is the cleaning value, which means how many square meters or square inches in different countries, you can clean per hour. That means, for example, office, you can clean 300 square meters in 1 hour. Toilet, you can clean 120. Toilet is more difficult to clean. You need to understand that it is mostly surface cleaning, but toilets are smaller, it's more difficult to move there, and toilets can be more dirty. They also require different cleaning equipment, cleaning tools, and cleaning materials. This is valid for all the rooms as well. You can see it for yourself. For example, goods receivable or warehouse can be cleaned very quickly in comparison to toilet, 8 times faster. But also, this is not very detailed. I can get to that point in another video. If you clean 5 times a week or 3 times, 5 times a week, cleaning every day, you will have, it means most likely you will have less dirt each day. So the cleaning performance can be influenced by the frequency of the cleaning as well. Let's see the materials, which is also a simplified overview. These percentages will come on top as a surcharge on your wage, which we will calculate it, and this part of the wage will go to the company, not to the employee. For example, let's get back to here. Here are other surcharges than the material, equipment, tools. But here is, for example, insurance, holiday, sick leave, surcharge, training surcharge. I wrote here the percentage value. Then 5% of 10 is 0.5. $10 is $0.5. Holiday surcharge 6%, 0.6. Then these are all added up plus the 10. Then you will get your hourly wage that will submit in your offer, which is $13.65. So let's calculate how much the cleaning of this building, these 2 buildings, would cost. So we will go with the wage group 1. We need to take the $13.65. We need to fix this here, pull it down. It is applying to all the buildings. Now, of course, in a more complex calculation, there can be also different values to this. In a more complex calculation, you can calculate tens of thousands of rows. Cleaning performance, this one I will do a VLOOKUP based on the room type. Which you can say is 300 for office. Yearly total cleaning service, what is that? Well, your square meters is 25,000 square meters, but in 1 year you need to clean 250 times that square meters, so that means 250 times the number of square meters. You can pull this down. So the total yearly square meters, cleaning square meters, is around 13 million square meters. Yearly hours required for cleaning, that means this one divided by the performance value. So if I can clean 1 square meter in 300 square meters in 1 hour, then 6,250,000 need to divide it by 300 to get the hours required for cleaning. Why hours? Because we want to know how many hours we require for the cleaning, and you know what that costs us is the number of hours multiplied with the hourly wage. So that is, for example, for office, to clean the carpets 5 times a week costs $284,375 US. To see the sum, we implement the sum formula, and that will be $500,000. Yeah. Later I will post more videos related to cleaning. Thank you for your attention. Bye. Please subscribe.